Welcome to Retro Sega Wonder Show, where I thought today we would have a little DOS delight with Jumpman. Jumpman is very much a classic game that's come out on a number of different platforms. This is the DOS version, which was released later on by Apogee. I thought it would be fun, considering this is a game I'm familiar with and I really enjoy, for us to take a look at it and just play it a little bit. We have to reset the controls for joystick. Joystick's already configured, that's good. Now we play. We'll just start with the beginner levels. For some reason, this first level here is a different layout and different design than the classic original Jumpman on the original platforms it came out on. I believe the other... I believe the other levels of this version of the basic level pack are the same as they originally were in the original versions of Jumpman. Oh! Once you're on the rope like that, it automatically climbs for you. And the only way to get off the rope is just to jump. And where we were on the rope, there was nowhere to jump to, so... Ah, the wonderful robot level. Of course, when you play Jumpman with the DOS version, you can use the keyboard if you want to. But it's really best played with a joystick, like we're doing right now. And come back over here, and that one bit of thing hovering in the air is the last one we need to collect. Technically, I suppose you could try to collect it before being the last one, but traditionally, I like to get it last, just for the dramatic effect of it. And of course, the classic UFO level, which isn't very difficult unless the UFOs decide to come explore you. And this is also the only level in the basic pack where you can fire little bullets. That's where the trickiness of this level can come into play, is when you're right near the edge of the screen and one of the UFOs shows up. And because you do have the bullets when you hit oh, thank you, game. Because you do have the bullets when you hit the fire button, you can't jump in this level. So there's no way you can try to avoid them. All you can do is just shoot the bullets. But in order to complete the level, you just need to collect that one thingy. Happy music! Okay, now on this level, as you can see, like the level description says, the blocks can make you jump. Now this can get tricky when you're near the edge of the screen. It doesn't matter so much when you're more towards the center of the level, but when you're near the edge of the screen, they can make you jump off the level like that. Hooray! Oh. We'll go again. This version of the game is based more specifically on the Commodore 64 version rather than the other platforms this came out on, like the Atari 800. Just for the sake of minimizing how often we're near the edge of the screen, let's just pick that one up now. And then get these other ones on our way through the level. Oh, that was tricky of it. So even though this is on DOS, as opposed to one of the other retro platforms, it very much maintains its, I don't know, trickiness or just the basic mechanics of having to avoid the edge of the screen, especially with bullets whizzing around and things like that. Because you don't really know where they're going to come from on the edge of the screen. Why did we fall off the ladder? You're not actually supposed to be able to do that. Once you're on a ladder, you can't move left or right. You can only jump, which we didn't do. Okay. Of course, these robots had plenty of beans. Yes. And then we could try to jump over it. This probably won't work. No, it won't work. But at least now we know that it doesn't work. So we have to run all the way around to the other side of the level again. And more happy music. I don't know if the robots have whiskers or mustaches or what. We'll just go right for the goal this time. This time around, we'll use a different strategy. Now, if the jumping blocks hit you when you're already in the air, then they don't do anything. So that is one thing you can do. If you think you're going to get hit by one, you can just jump. And then it's basically ineffective. Well, that wasn't too bad with that platform right there. Sure are a lot of them, though. More music, a different sort. I think the game may have just skipped a level. In the original version, like the Commodore version, I think this is supposed to be the level with the bats on it. And I think they may have skipped that level because I think the level with the bats came before this one. Which is fine with me if they did, because that level with the bats is really stupid. Sure. And I think this came before the level with the bats. So I think they're mixing up the level order a little bit. It really is interesting seeing this game ported to DOS, though. Graphically, it's very similar. The sound is a bit different. It's using an ad-lib sort of sound instead of the instead of the Commodore 64 music chip. Dragon Slayer. Okay, this level wasn't in the original beginner pack of the game. Now, I do remember this level, but I think... Oh, that's right. We have spears to throw. I do remember this level, but I think it was in the intermediate level pack. It was in a different level pack, not the beginner level pack. Oh. So you throw a spear and jump at the same time. No, if you press left or right, you throw a spear. If you stand still, you jump. Okay. And sometimes it does both at the same time for who knows what reason. What a quirky little game. And whatever score you want, you can, magic. We'll try it again. Very strange all the way around. Now this level, which also isn't part of the beginner level pack in the Commodore 64 version, it actually has the same name as the first level in the Commodore 64 version, but it's a completely different level. I actually think the first level in the Commodore 64 version is probably a little bit of a better introduction to how the game works than this level is. But, it's interesting. Ye old robots! I always wonder if there's a way we can collect these various things more efficiently. Maybe if we go down to this side first. Like that. Then we can come back and get these. No, that wasn't the best pattern. I think we can still get this from this side, though. Yeah, they've completely changed the order of the levels, I think. For the most part, at least some of them. This place is just... oh crap. It's just lousy with these UFOs everywhere. And the game can be really cheap at times like that, where the bullet or the ship or whatever just comes off the edge of the screen right where you are. Hooray! Back to the yumping blocks. The blocks that like to yump. Yumping every which way. Get these more dangerous collectibles first over here. No, 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 no. Carefully get this one, jump back right away. These are a little tricky too. These ones out on the edges. Okay, now as long as we're careful, we should be fine. These other ones aren't too bad. Whoa! Well, they may have removed that bat level that I don't care for, but they've certainly added some other crap levels that I don't care for in its place, like that dragon one that's coming up pretty soon. And I really don't know what the point of carrying this little ladder piece around with you is. It's the same thing in the other versions too, the Commodore version and the Atari version. I don't know what the point of it is. It doesn't really affect how you move or anything. Of course, the great noisy level. Usually this level isn't too bad, though. That's a lovely sound. Hey, here's that level I love. So you could try to jump over them like this, or get them with the spear like that. But even when you get them with the spear, they respawn. So at some point, we're just going to have to try jumping over them. Dang it. And sometimes you throw the spear and jump at the same time. I have no clue why. I'm just gonna have to jump over this one, or at least attempt to. And this one. On, we almost are there. Why am I not surprised? Oh, good. Oh, still gotta jump anyhow. We did it! Oh, here's the bat one. I'm sure glad they saved it. And now these things just follow you around everywhere. Although it looks like they don't track you quite as closely. It looks like the bats don't follow you quite as closely as on the Commodore version, so I guess maybe they made it suck a little less, but that's it. We didn't even beat the thing. Maybe we can restore our saved game. Yes, yes, we know it went bang. Okay. Let's see. Is there a load? Is there a load? So it asked us if we wanted to save our game. And yet there doesn't seem to be an option to resume our saved game. That's great. Oh, there it is. There it is. I overlooked it before. 6. Saved game. Yeah, we're just going to start the save game over. I see it also saves you with the number of Jumpmen you had when you saved the game before. I will say that this beginner level pack is definitely more difficult than the beginner level pack on the Atari or the Commodore. And I'm interested to beat the beginner level pack here to see how the victory screen compares. Always with that lovely sound when you beat that level. So this is where your jumping skills have to really be on point. I don't know that that really did any good. That certainly didn't do any good. Oh, I was trying to jump to the side there. I forgot you can't jump to the side in this level. Well, that's really all the streaming I can do for today. We'll have to come back to this one another time and try to beat that bonus level pack. Hopefully with more Jumpmen now that we're getting more familiar with the levels that are in this bonus pack. So, thanks for watching. If you're watching this now or if you're watching this later, remember to subscribe. That's an awesome thing to do. Thanks for hanging out. And I hope you enjoyed the stream. Tune in again next time for more Retro Sega Wonder Show fun.